Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be looking at the Naughty palette from Huda Beauty. So I thought I would do just swatches of the whole palette just to do something a little bit different and all that. So I'm going to do finger swatches, brush swatches on my eye. So first I'm going to start with Filthy. So I'm going to try and keep it to one brush kind of across. So it'll probably kind of be two just because I don't think one will go fully across my eye, but just kind of that one layer. So nice kind of pinky color. And then Passion. So when I did go into it with my finger, it did kind of come up. So it does kind of have that duochrome-ness. Definitely feel fallout with that color. Going in with Shameless. So again, I find the shadow soft. So if you go too hard in with your brush, it does just kind of come up. I didn't find this one stuck well to the brush. I do feel like it's one that's going to take a couple of tries, like layering to kind of get the same effect with your finger. Then we have Please Me. I really don't feel like this color comes up on the brush. I know I said I was going to try and keep it to kind of one. And just an FYI, I am doing a new brush every time. Next we have Hypnotic. Ooh, I'm blinding you. So sorry. I do like that their mattes just feel so like velvety. Next we have Hard. So it's this little shade here. So like with your finger, you do have to kind of mix it a little. Because it has that darker and lighter bit. Not my favorite so far of like that difference is you really have to kind of blend and do a little bit more with it. Like it's an okay color, and it's going to require you to blend it. You're like, do I want to do that with my eyeshadow? Next we have Untamed. Boop. I do really like this color for just popping out my eye color. Definitely sometimes with your finger, especially for those darker colors, you notice a little bit more. So we have Irresistible, and I do feel like this is another one that doesn't like pick up well on the brush, so you might want like a flat with no fluff. But it is kind of like that foiled look one, and I do find them just a little bit hard to pick up with the brush. You can kind of start to layer them, but we can really see that difference. If I press kind of hard, it just moves the shadow. So you can really see that difference. Next, I'm going to go in with Flower Power. So that's another kind of marbled one. Sorry, my throat's making weird noises. So do you find this one does pick up nicely on the brush? But it's a nice kind of bright color, and I don't find it bad for like it blends with it, unlike hard that did not really blend. Next is Rough. Just don't know if I got enough on the finger. But like all my brushes are clean, just with the brush it's a little bit more ba-bam of a color. And then we have Spicy. It's a little bit, sorry, my eyelid was still a little dewy. So there was a little bit more moisture on this side, so I'm just going to kind of rub a little just to blend and have it be a little bit more accurate. But again, that's Spicy. Again, I think it's a nice color to, if you have like colored eyes, to really pop a color. Next we have a Rouse. This one does feel like a little bit on the drier side. Like slightly velvety, but a little bit more drier. Not as like smooth and creamy as the other mattes. Just to the touch and kind of blending of it. Next is Slippery, which is like, it has kind of like pigment balls of like purpley and then a pinky light color. I don't know if it's supposed to be like kind of like a glossy look or not. Definitely kind of applying with a brush. Like I just don't see the pigment coming up with the brush necessarily. It is just one of those strange, weird colors. It kind of reminds me in their new nudes palette how they put like the concealer as one of the options. Just something like, yeah, maybe. It's like, but you feel like it dries down. I don't feel it like moving all over my face. So at least that's nice, because sometimes I do find with like cream products, they do kind of move around. Next is Tantric. I would definitely like to be a person that comes up with names for palettes of just like the theme. I do appreciate. I think nail polish names have to be like one of the best. So it does go on the brush nicely. So I do appreciate that. You're going to get a little bit more foiled look with your finger, but you can always use a setting spray if you're really against using your fingers while doing makeup. Next is Naughty. So that brown shade there. Sorry, my palette was just kind of upright and I was like, oh, let's put that down before something bad happens. I don't know if I was finding it a little bit drier or whatnot, but it just seems like a little bit similar to like other ones. Maybe a little bit more brown. Not one of my favorite ones in the palette. So next I have Provocative, and it's again one of those mixed ones. So I do find be careful going in with your brush, because if you're going too hard, because it's kind of like a matte mixed with a shimmer. So if you hit like a shimmer part underneath, the matte just kind of comes up. So it looks visually nice. Practicality of it, meh. I do just find like sometimes you feel a little bit more chunky. We can kind of see some of like, you get a little bit of difference, right, on like how it mixes. So looks cool. Some of them are okay, some of them like, meh, I could do without it. So finishing off my video, because I messed up with the stop pause and recorded myself taking things off, we're just going to finish up our last two colors, so forgive the not being consistency. So next I have a Desire. I feel like it's one that's not getting picked up the greatest on the brush, but going in. You can definitely get like more of a foiled look with this, and I have so much left on my finger. It picks up great on your finger, not well from a brush, so you'd probably want to use like a setting spray to help pick it up. I'm trying with the brush, like I press down on top. But it just really makes a mess a little bit. So you'll definitely need something else as this palette. Like, I don't know if it's just like drying up a little. I don't know, because it comes so beautifully off on my finger. So that was Desire. Lastly, we have Juicy. It's so hard to tell now because I feel like my hands are incredibly dry. Like it just feels drier. But it could just be my fingers. So it's a nice matte. I do think like their mattes are really nice in here. Some things just work better with your fingers. You can do other things like your setting spray, your different brush types to try and compensate. But some effects are just best chose by just going across. I do think they are nice colors. They are kind of different than the other ones. It does kind of give me like the nude mini palettes. Kind of fun. Maybe not. But I do like, I like Huda Beauty for like their themes of things, right? They're going for, this is what kind of look you will get with this palette. So I do appreciate that. If you want to wait a couple of years for it to go on sale, then it's great. But I do think it is a nice palette for the size of it. It's not horribly priced. It is definitely more expensive out there, but I do think they are nice shadows. So I am happy with my purchase of it. Let me know in the comments below, did you like kind of the different swatching? I will hopefully get better at doing it where I know how to properly stop and start. So sorry for any editing issues and all that. Please just don't be mean. I can't take it right now. So like, you know, just like my mom said, can't say anything nice, just don't say anything. If you liked it, then let me know, because I don't mind doing this way again, just to have it as something different. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.